There's even more history that we don't know. This is from the timeline where most knowledge was destroyed. All we are left with is Ora legends. All we are left with is Ora legends.
All we are left with is Ora legends. We do have authority on this legend as it is quoted in the book.
So what else do we have? Well, we have legends of ancient Lemuria, the ancestral homeland of black peoples.
In H.P. Blavatsky's The Secret Doctrine, quote, "There's a period of a few million of years to cover between the first mindless race and the highly intelligent and intellectual later Lemurians." Now, before we continue, let me just say that I don't agree with her timeline or completely concur with her views on the Theosophical Society. According to the story, she obtained this information from an ancient book that she had access to that is not exposed to the public. Quote, Madame Blavatsky claimed to have seen a manuscript of the Book of Zion
on the trap house. Bozart, what's up, blood? Pop ball, Uncle Scatty, Pooh. Put that on the hood, Slim. I put that on the dirt, cuz. All my shit stamped, cuz. On everything. On whoever. Straight like that. Stamp. On who I ain't that dude. On who that pack don't move. On who I don't be crushing fools. On who I don't be busting to. That bustin' move. Bustin' move. On who I ain't gon' max out. Fool, I put that on the trap house. On who I ain't gon' cash out. Put that on something. Fool, I put that on the stash house. Put that on something. On who I don't be clean. On who I ain't gon' lean. Put that on something. Cause you don't want no smoke scrap. Yeah, you know we tote straps. You don't want no smoke scrap. Reggie Miller weed. Nah, we don't smoke that. Sucker free, you don't get no dap. Snitch bitch, left the hood and can't go back. Yeah, you know we blow gas. You don't want no smoke scrap. Yeah, you know we smoke cats. You see where my folks at? They don't take no crap. I don't want no smoke scrap. All your records so whack. Yeah, I see your flow crap. Got the hook up like a cold crack. Move if you don't want no smoke scrap. Hey, yeah, we got them boat sacks. Now you can't hold jack. Yesterday I sold crack. Spent the day all in the dope trap. All we toke is throw pack. Hit them all and blow racks. Me and my dog stay down like 4 flats. Yeah, you put that powder where your nose at. Nah, I don't want no smoke scrap. Shout out to my dog Low. On who I ain't that dude. On who that pack don't move. On who I don't be crushing fools. On who I don't be busting to. That bustin' move. Bustin' move. On who I ain't gon' max out. Fool, I put that on the trap house. On who I ain't gon' cash out. Fool, I put that on the stash house. On who I don't be clean. On who I ain't gon' lean. Put that on something. On who I don't be crushing fools. On who I don't be busting fools. That bustin' move. Bustin' move. On who I ain't gon' max out. Fool, I put that on the trap house. On who I ain't gon' cash out. Fool, I put that on the stash house. On who I don't be clean. On who I ain't gon' lean. Put that on something, cuz.
You don't want no smoke scrap. Yeah, you know we toe straps. You don't want no smoke scrap. Reggie Miller weed. Nah, we don't smoke that. Sucker free, you don't get no dap. Snitch bitch, left the hood and can't go back. Yeah, you know we blow gas. You don't want no smoke scrap. Yeah, you know we smoke cats. You see where my folks at? They don't take no crap. I don't want no smoke scrap. All your records so whack. Yeah, I see your flow crap. Got the hook up like a coke rack. Move if you don't want no smoke scrap. Hey, yeah, we got them boat sacks. Now you can't hold jack. Yesterday I sold crack. Spent the day all in the dope trap. All we toke is throw pack. Hit them all and blow racks. Me and my dog stay down like 4 flats. Yeah, you put that powder where your nose at. Nah, I don't want no smoke scrap. Shout out to my dog Low Nat on the trap house.
Bozart, what's up, blood? Pop ball, Uncle Scatty, Poop. Put that on the hood, Slim. I put that on the dirt, cuz. All my shit stamped, cuz. On everything. On who? On whoever. Straight like that. Stamp.
On who I ain't that dude. On who that pack don't move. On who I don't be crushing fools. On who I don't be busting to. That bustin' move. On who I ain't gon' max out. Fool, I put that on the trap house. On who I ain't gon' cash out. Put that on.
When studying esoteric lore in Tibet, she claimed this and other ancient manuscripts were safeguarded from profane eyes by the initiates of an occult brotherhood.
She claimed this and other ancient manuscripts were safeguarded from profane eyes by the initiates of an occult brotherhood.
She claimed this and other ancient manuscripts were safeguarded from profane eyes by the initiates of an occult brotherhood.
Many of the lands of Lemuria still exist today, such as Australia, New Zealand, Madagascar, and even parts of America such as California.
Lava vomited out of the white stone of the mountains, marble, and the black stone of the subterranean fires. They cut their own images in their size and likeness and worshipped them. The Lemurians were a spiritual race of black giants. They were a mix of Mongolian and black and had different organs according to Blavatsky. They were a mix of Mongolian and black and had different organs according to Blavatsky. They were a mix of Mongolian and black and had different organs according to Blavatsky. It is said that they had a physical eye on the back of their head, and that this degenerated into the now called third eye. It is said that they had a physical eye on the back of their head, and that this degenerated into the now called third eye, and that they were the grand magicians of the elements. Quote, "This is the reason why perhaps even Easter Island with its wondrous gigantic statues, a speaking witness to a submerged continent with a civilized mankind on it. This is why many aborigines from the lands around the Pacific Ring of Fire are of a dark complexion. All we are left with is our legends. All we are left with is our legends. This knowledge was destroyed. All we are left with is our legends." According to the story, she obtained this information from an ancient book that she had access to that is not exposed to the public. Quote, Madame Blavatsky claimed to have seen a manuscript of the Book of Zion.
Yeah, so I'm interested in this Madame Blavatsky, Aleister Crowley connection, because it take you into the Inky and then Lil story. So now it's really catching my interest. So I'm like, you know what? After hearing, she saw the Book of Zion. Nobody else saw it. She saw it from a secret cult. I'm like, I wonder what cult she's seen it from. What brotherhood cult she's seen it from. A cult. You know what I mean? Not just a cult, a cult. That she got the, see that left-hand path. We got to look into that left-hand path. I'm seeing a lot of that left-hand path too. But you see the divine hermaphrodite satanic feminism, right? And see, my thing is she's, putting out a magazine called Lucifer. So I'm like, if this is, predating the Bible and this is, deep esoteric knowledge she got, like, why does she speak of Lucifer? You know what I mean? Like, that, I'm just a simple question. No judgment, no judgment. But I noticed she always take that picture with that, Masonic pose with the hand on the chin, the finger. It looked like Manly P. Hall rewrote her book, Secret Doctrine, Occultism, and I'm not even going to try that, Parapsychology. Wow, they getting into it. You got The Secret Destiny of America. Right, the books sometimes they tell the tale, you know what I mean? The books. Yeah, but I don't, it's just interesting that this leads you back into Enki and then Lil. Right, so, following the breadcrumbs before we get to Enki and then Lil, I'm trying to understand where we at with it. You got Manly P. Hall. You got the homunculus right there in the jaw on the left. Right? You see what he was into. Okay, you got the homunculus. This is heavy alchemy at this point. Right? Okay, we're getting into Freemasonry, secret teachings of all ages. Manly P. Hall. All right, so we see what time he on. So we see what time they got the egg right there. You see the name of that book. So I guess we're getting into Kabbalah, right? The Jewish mysticisms. But see, that's the thing. If we doing Jewish mysticism, we done picked up the book in Tibet. Like what's going on in Tibet? What God was they worshiping? This brotherhood. Who was the god of the land out there in Tibet when when Helen saw this book? And then what made them pick her to see this book? Right? I guess if it was an occult, I get it. She must have been deep in it. But it should have been other people that seen it, which maybe it was. But then when you look up that book, the Book of Zion, you see what it's talking about. And it's one of the, so it's you're getting into the replacement theory, you're getting into Jesuits, all, you know what I mean? I'm sure the Rosicrucians is somewhere in this story. Right? So it's like, I wonder what's the association with Freemasonry. Founders of the order, okay. Okay, so the Grand Lodge of British Columbia. Alright, so she with the mob, she with the mafia. Okay. Lord only knows that Gandhi was down with the Theosophical Society after meeting Blavatsky. You can pause and read it. She always take that picture with the Masonic finger under the chin, that hand under the chin. But you got Gandhi, Tibet. If you look at her symbol for the Theosophical Society, it's got the Star of David, right? But then when your name is associated with the occult, like what's the secret? And I think, when the root races come up, oh look, we got Islam. Masters revealed, myth of the Great White Lodge. I'm gonna have to look into that White Lodge. What's going on? But ritualisms in church and masonry. Well, there you go. Right? And we know Aleister Crowley, right? Well, we should know. You know what I mean? So it's like if you even in the midst of a dude, you know, birds of a feather. You know what I mean? So we don't, you know, not saying we don't, but you know, we see you got Aleister Crowley just in your circle. You know what I mean? She took a different picture right there. You see she took the picture with the guy with the turban. Right, you see so she's associated with Crowley, you know what I mean? All the Crowley, L. Ron Hubbard, I can't remember his name, Hubbard. You know, all this stuff lead into the story of Inky and then Lil. You go your man with the pose. You know, Inky and then Lil, once you get to the root races, you get into who created these races or who played a part in the creation of the race, something like that. So it's like, okay, I'm just trying to, you know, pace myself before we get into this Inky and then Lil story. I wonder if I could get a picture of that chin. I guess dude in the upper left corner, he was kind of doing it that, you know, that Malcolm X pose with that finger point. You see right there, that finger point, she was doing it under the chin. Right, you see that finger to the face. Or you can put the thumb. You know, remember back when you was in school, they used to make you lean forward and put your hand under your chin. You rest your chin on your hand with that like unsophisticated kind of perch. Yeah. Okay, I can't really get a good one. But you know what I'm talking about when they have you lean forward and hold your chin. But yeah, man, now we gotta figure out what cult, what brotherhood she saw this book as, you know, because you know that's where they saying that she, you know, came up with all her ideas and glory, you know. But I guess she was still studying things that take you back to Inky and the Lil. So then when you get into the New Age spiritualism, it's a lot of yoga and chakra and Hindu. You see what I'm saying? You getting into the yoga and the astral projection, and right, you getting into it. Okay, like it's all good, right? But you just want to know as much as you can know. So when you see, okay, the Tibet, the Far East, right, Eastern, you know, she got the Book of Zion in the secret cult of Tibet. So what was the cult on Tibet? What was they on? What they was into, right? So you say I like to see what people's dispute is. You know, I can learn from the sayers and the naysayers, right? So, you know, you get into these memes, people kind of tell their story, you know, in the meme. So you get an overall idea what they saying. And, you know, some people associate that New Age spiritualism, you know, with Luciferian, right? But see, it's so interesting because when you bypass the Luciferianism, right, you get into the reptilians. So it's like it's an interesting story, right? So I ain't, you know, we don't want to jump into the reptilians and skip too far ahead, right? But I just, you know, I want to soak up all the symbols and just hear all the chatter, you know. It's like when they do debate. Remember the movie The Great Debaters? You know, while both sides are telling their side, you know, there's somebody in the middle saying, okay, let me hear what you got to say. You know what I mean? Your turn. And, you know, sit back and just, you know, listen. But let me know what you think in the comments, like and subscribe.